What's up, everybody? It's old Jimbo, Team Country Boys Outdoors. Gonna do things a little bit different tonight. I'm gonna put my closer at the beginning when I normally put my closer at the closer for the closer. And here's why. So on the way to the lake, I filmed a little bit of a drive there, and it's only like 6 miles from the lake, from my house to the lake, and filmed that real good with the Canon camera / video recorder all the way to the lake, driving, you know, up to the lake. Started filming right out the gate, and about an hour and a half in, the battery was already dead. So I'm assuming the video feature eats the battery alive. I know it does on my phone, but that's what happens when you're technologically challenged. So I went to the phone and started filming. But here's the good news for you, bad news for me. You didn't miss anything in the first 4 hours. What's usually par for the course, 10 o'clock, I got on them. So I'm starting this video out for number one, that reason. And number two, to explain to you, it is probably the worst weather I have ever fished in the summertime of my life. It rained like I ain't never seen it rain at a carp lake. And it didn't quit. It wasn't a quick summertime shower what passes through. It thundered and it lightened and it rained and it rained and it rained. So the footage is slim to none. I think I've got one fish on camera on account of I caught pretty much everything during the rain, with the exception of maybe two. My phone was acting up. The rain, it was wet. I wound up having to just put it in the truck and just give up on filming. Everything was soaked. It was hard to bait. Not making excuses by any means, but it was hard to bait. My chair was soaking wet. I stood up for the last 3 hours. The benches on the sheds was wet. I stood under the shed during the rain and was still soaking wet, partly because the wind was blowing it and the fish were biting when it was pouring down rain. Didn't win no spots, didn't win no rodeo, didn't win anything. Caught 7, had 1 pull off, about 30 minutes left, 3 catfish, you know. So all in all, terrible night. Possum wasn't with me. He's spending the night with a buddy. But watched the footage. I got the footage of the rain in there. I thought, well, while I got my phone with me, and this is the most action yonder that I've seen all night, then I went to filming. And I didn't film it long, maybe 30-45 seconds of it. So watch that and you'll see it. And it did that, guys. I ain't lying you. 2.5, 3 hours. So that's the summary for tonight. Didn't do no good. Didn't win anything. Caught some fish, went to the scales a few times, got knocked off every time. But I want to give a huge shout out to some people in South Georgia. What's up, all my South GA peeps? Got a couple email requests to give a shout out to them guys down there in Georgia, down yonder in South Georgia. I also want to give a huge shout out to Scotty Scruggs, who was one of my subscribers and Possum subscribers. Wound up fishing right beside of me tonight, but spoke to me as soon as I pulled up to the lake. He and his brother James, real good people, come down yonder from South Carolina then, and come up there to fish, and fished right beside of me. Enjoyed, got to talk to him on account of we spent right smart time under that shed on account of it was a pouring down rain, boy, and we was sharing that shed. They try to stay dry. But a huge shout out to Scotty Scruggs and James. Appreciate you, and I enjoyed talking to you, the fellowship we had. Rough night. So watch the video. I know it's not the best, but like I told you, I'm not just always going to put the good videos. on. I'm going to put the bad ones on as well, and this is definitely one of them. So on behalf of the possum who's spending the night with his buddy, this is Jimbo with Team Country Boys Outdoors. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to us if you ain't already. Follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Country Boys Outdoors Live, and on Instagram, Country Boys Outdoors Live. Tight lines, wet nets. Remember, leave it better than you found it. And as always, the best things come to those who bait. It's 4 o'clock of the morning. I got this smoker of Beller in here. I'm about to throw a Boston Bud on it then. And I'll be up for a spell. Team Country Boys Outdoors. Until next time, guys. Good night. Alright, y'all. It's Jimbo, Team Country Boys Outdoors. Riding solo tonight on account of the possum. He done went up yonder and spent the night with his buddy then. So I'm down here fishing by myself. Started using my my other camera yonder, but it's died on me. So I'm going to my phone now. But we'll see what happens from here on. Midway 2, we fishing tonight at 50 every 20. And a $5 rodeo every hour. Ain't done nothing yet, so you ain't missed nothing but old catfish. Y'all stay tuned.
Did you hear what he called out, Jimbo?
18-3.
I know. What? If a decent fish get knocked off. didn't make it long, did you?
Make somebody knock you off, though. What you gotta do, make them knock you off.
As you say, you gotta compete.
That's right, you gotta compete. You ain't going up there. It's a rough day. What I tell Pop, you gotta compete.
Don't stop for that last horn. That's exactly right. Don't stop. That little fish was pulling that.
Anything else? Anybody else? Waiting on one. Got an 18-3 on.
Well, these, that one right there I got, yeah, but I made them myself. Now they do it, they cut them. I don't like to get a big too quick. Now they sell them. Now they sell them pre-cut.
They stay on pretty good.
And there's some slack goes a lot, but yeah. You go on, no chance. Now that right yonder ain't what we're here for. Little old channel cat, old rascal. Y'all stay tuned. Oh, knob here. There you go, old knob here. Alright guys, so I've caught 5 fish tonight. Only problem is 3 of them was catfish. But I've caught 2 carp in about the past 45 minutes. 12 pounds and about 10 pounds. Probably 9 pounds. But pretty much as it goes. Hard for the course 10 o'clock before I caught a fish that was what I'm here fishing for. So still at it. First time I've been to this lake in about 14 years, 13 years. And I'm gonna stay on them and see if I can pull one out of here. Apologize for it being so dark, but where I'm at, the light's shining right over top of me. But slow bite tonight. Let's go fishing.
That rascal yonder let out with it. Never even felt him. Second best run I've had all night. Never felt him. We'll go at him again.
Huh? There ain't nothing on, but he won't last, Potter.
Alright guys, this is what come off the bank right yonder. I'll go weigh him, see what he weighs. He ain't much. Alright guys, that fish yonder didn't weigh nothing but 8.4. But we got to go to the scales. He ripped it, son. I mean, now he ripped it. Scared me. Got knocked off 2 or 3 minutes after I got back yonder. 11 something, so hey, but we'll stay at it. You don't quit, you don't back down, you don't quit, give up. You just keep on fishing, wait for that right pull. Let's go fishing. Well, as y'all can see, and maybe here, this is what's going on right now. Team Country Boys Outdoors in the middle of a hurricane. Under a shed. I mean, it's forevermore raining right smart yonder. Plumb near got my flags about put under the water. The rains are beating it so bad. I get a run, we'll be soaked. But I guarantee you I'll not sit here if I see it stretch out. Stay tuned, y'all.